Well, our 50-state beer tour today takes us to some states where they have some outlier beers, including an iconic beer that we're going to decide whether it deserves to be iconic.
How much do I really know about beer? Glenn has a quiz that's going to find out.
Oh, the Beer Genius Quiz. He's a alleged genius, Lew Bryson. I'm Glen Macnow. We're at 2SP Brewing for an all-new episode of What's Brewing. Hey, welcome to What's Brewing. He's Lew Bryson. Lew hosts, of course, the What's in a Glass podcast. You can find out everything about whiskey, beer, and odd places that you may want to go to in outlying places in Pennsylvania. I get that right?
Yeah, it's close enough, yeah.
I'm Glen Macnow, soon to be retired host on 94 WIP. We are at one of our favorite places, 2SP Brewing in Aston, Delaware County, where they make outstanding beer, including, well, let me start first, because I'm drinking kind of their flagship beer, this is the Up and Out Hazy IPA, Mosaic Cascade.
Right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I like. And I've had it many times. I just know it's good. What about you?
Similarly, right in my wheelhouse is a smoked Helles. Rauch beer just smells like a barbecue.
Okay, very nice. And yours is more of an outlier kind of beer, right? An unusual kind of beer.
Yeah.
And so our 50-state beer tour today, we decided, well, we got beers that we really didn't know where to fit them in with some of the other themes, so we're just kind of going with these alone. And first, from the fine state of South Carolina, this is Birds Fly South Brewing. I don't know if they're Eagle fans.
I didn't realize that was the name of the brewery. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. It is Come On Sunshine Blended Farmhouse Ale. Again, a farmhouse ale is not unusual. We just get a lot of them. Explain to people who don't really know, because I always think of farmhouse ale like related to a Belgian, but what is?
Well, farmhouse is Belgian, Northern French. It's not even a style. It's kind of a loose category. Mm-hmm. Rustic might be a good word. Stuff you make in the back room of the house or in the barn. And in the barn, and you supposedly got some.
All right. So So here's what they say with this. Ugh. The blend provides an excellent mouthfeel, highlights funky, delightful Brett flavors. This, by the way, was a multi-time winner in the Great American Beer Fest.
In the Brett category.
What is the Brett category?
So
I don't know Brett.
Brett is short for Brettanomyces, which is a wild yeast as opposed to the usual beer yeast, which is Saccharomyces.
Okay.
So it's kind of a cousin.
We did a thing on wild beer earlier in the year. Yeah, here's how this is. They describe Brett beer as it can take on the hues of added fruits or other ingredients, horsey, goaty, leathery. Can't wait.
I'm already.
How does that sell? Like, why do I want horsey and goaty?
Well, why do you eat blue cheese? Or maybe you don't.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is actually a really good Brett beer.
Yeah. If you say so.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna so disagree on this one.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm going 87 on that.
Okay. Score 1 to 100. You go 87. I know I'm ruining it.
No, it's for you. I mean,
55. Yes. Our judging has been entirely subjective. It's like if you like it or don't like it, there's nothing there. I am sorry. Go Birds. Come on, Sunshine. Birds Fly South. That's a 55. So you go 87. I go 55. It's in the middle of nowhere. Ugh. It tastes like a closet. It tastes like an old shoe in a closet. Yes. Okay. Let's cleanse our palates, if we may.
I'm gonna smoke mine.
Yeah. This is out of Kansas. Mm-hmm. Central Standard Brewing in Wichita, Ancient Gate Saison. Okay. So again, another style we haven't gotten a lot of this year.
Yep.
Saisons.
And really, I mean, Saison is only a little more regulated, if you will, than farmhouse.
Okay.
It's clear.
Yeah. So I feel like Saisons have pretty much faded. When I go into most breweries or I go into the beer store, you going to make it?
Smelling really good.
Okay. We made you happy today. That's good.
Yeah.
These are all the beers I don't like. They're the ones you do like. They're just fine. Yeah. But I mean, in the world of lagers and IPAs and hazies, Saison's got left behind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is fine. 70.
No, I'll go 80 on that.
Okay.
That's pretty decent.
I'm glad we can make you happy today, Lou.
I'm
That's
very
good.
happy today.
All right, this one deserves some conversation. This is New Glarus Brewing, Spotted Cow. You can only buy it in Wisconsin.
You can
which
only
is
buy New
where
Glarus
it's-
in Wisconsin.
Right,
Yeah.
which is where it's from. And you brought some home last year.
And yet they are one of the 5 biggest craft breweries. And they only
Even
sell
though they
in
only sell in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Okay, this is an iconic beer, which tells me it must be amazingly special and great. Is that the case, Lew Bryson?
This is the Yingling of Wisconsin.
I like a Yingling, but I wouldn't, and no offense to our friends at Yingling, I wouldn't travel across 5 states to get there.
A little sweet,
Yeah,
clean.
it's fine.
Yeah.
What's so special? Why is this an iconic beer?
It's from there.
I mean, I think of
that counts for a
iconic
lot
beer.
for them.
We've talked about iconic beers. We've had some on the show this year.
They have a very wide drinking audience for it. People who don't
they're
like
fat?
craft beer. Well, I'm not getting into that. I don't have any room to. People who don't like craft beer like this. I mean, the town of New Glarus,
Yeah.
they have a sign at the edge of town, home of Spotted Cow. It's that
So
big.
it is like Yingling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not iconic. I mean, I guess it is, but I'm not sure why it is.
Well,
It's okay. All right. So in review, fine. New Glarus, nothing. I wouldn't drive 10 miles for it, but it's okay. This beer, you liked it more than I did, and this is the divisive one. Tastes like goat.
I would pay somebody to mail that to me.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You can have the rest.
Give
of
me
it.
a straw.
All right, coming up, Lou knows his beer. As to Bob Barrar, who's the head brewer here, we're going to give him the Genius Beer Quiz to find out exactly if that's true. We're at 2SP Brewing in Aston. Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow. This is What's Brewing.
Parking is free!
Hey! $4! Yes!
With so many affordable things to do in Montgomery County, PA, go ahead, freak out.
Welcome back to What's Brewing. We are at 2SP Brewing in Aston. Lew Bryson is drinking
The Russian, baby.
Oh yeah, that is a Russian Imperial. I didn't want to drink this Czech lager. I just want to admire its beauty.
It's gorgeous.
It really is. What a nice glass you poured. Bob Barrar,
Thank you.
head brewer here, poured this for us, and you're of course drinking.
Pony Boy.
There you go. Not bad. Okay, so you're 2 people I know who really know beer. Really know your stuff. Let there be no doubt. I am in a national trivia contest called the Learned League, and every day they send me a half a dozen trivia questions, and I have to answer them, and I'm okay. But they're on everything. And every once in a while they'll have a specialized test. They had one recently, the Great Beer Quiz, and I thought, I'll try. I did okay. Not that great. I got 2 guys who know their stuff. So here you go. Let's see. Let us start with this.
He's got the pen out. He's going to.
What is the oldest continuously operated brewery in the world?
Weihenstephan. That's what they say.
You can, I guess, consult. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Beer?
You are correct, sir. Woo! 1 for 1.
That's one.
Nicely done. All right, here you go. Good luck with this. Correctly spell the German purity law of 1516.
I got this.
Go for it.
It's the Reinheitsgebot. That would be REINHEITSGEBOT.
Wow, well done.
You got it!
I didn't tell you. I was 5th in the all-county spelling bee when I was in elementary
Wow.
school. Oh yeah, I'm all on this.
What county was that?
Lancaster, but don't hold this against me.
All right. How many liters, rounded to the nearest whole number, are in a firkin?
Birkin. Liters.
Liters.
I know the gallon's like 10.8 gallons.
Yeah, I'm not used to hearing
Yeah,
liters,
I'm not used to
right?
hearing liters either.
Throw me a number, gentlemen.
Let's go 9.5.
Wait, whoa. If it's 10 gallons.
Oh, right. You're right.
So 40?
41. I'll give it to you. Close enough.
Okay.
There you go. Nicely done.
Yeah, brother.
By definition of what is a craft brewery, which I think we could debate, what are the two largest craft breweries in the United States?
Yingling's got to be one because they call them that. But what's the second one? Is it Sierra? Or is Sam Adams still? Sam Adams is still a member. Yeah. We'll go with those two.
Yingling and, I'll give it to you, Boston Beer Company.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, nicely done. According to, these guys haven't missed one yet. Hello, they're geniuses.
We're early, man. It's
According
early.
to the Kirin Institute of Food and Lifestyle survey in 2010, what country drank the most beer per capita? 132 liters per person.
I don't know, man. It's been Czechs forever. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You know what? I see why you get these gigs.
Tell the quiz to throw in the towel.
What is the oldest brewery in North America?
Oh, I got this one. It's Molson. 1786.
Very good.
North America.
Bob,
Yeah.
Bob, I got to tell you, your contributions have been tremendous so far.
No, it's the solidarity.
As the beer.
It's delicious.
The beer's good. Good. Okay. The clumping together of brewer's yeast after the majority of sugars in the beer have been consumed is known as?
The clumping of yeast.
The clumping together of brewer's yeast after the majority of sugars in the beer has been consumed is known as?
Dropout. Flocculation.
Flocculation. There you go.
Always go for the funny word. That's,
All right.
That's a writer's tip for you.
This style originated in ancient Greece. Centuries before English brewery giant Bass added hops to create the modern version in 1870, high alcohol style was first produced in the United States by Anchor Steam in 1976. Two-word name combined into one.
Barley wine.
Barley wine.
Greece?
I hope you're playing at home. All right, this is a no-brainer for the brewer. What does IBU stand for?
International Bittering Unit.
You are correct. You guys never miss. Considered the godfather of modern American craft brewing and homebrewing, this nuclear engineer is responsible for countless contributions. I don't even know I need to keep going.
Uncle Charlie.
Uncle Charlie, all right.
Yeah, Papazian.
Charlie Papazian,
Yep.
yes. All right, there are two flavors that have to be added to the brew to qualify a beer as a gose. One is very subtle and generally found in Indian cuisine or German sausages. The other is obvious when you take a drink. What are the two?
Salt and coriander?
Correct.
Good thing I was here.
There you go. And finally, you're 11 for 11. Let us round it out with perfection. Few things go together as well as monks and beer. The most famous monk beer is the Trappist Ale. The most coveted designation of Trappist beer is the authentic Trappist product label. Only 10 breweries hold that label. Name 4 of them.
Westmalle, West Vleteren,
West Vleteren, West Mall, yes.
Trapp, Von Trapp, Trapp. No, it's not Von Trapp. It's La Trapp. It's the Dutch one. Yes, it is. Königshofen, La Trapp.
Königshofen, yes.
Okay, that's the same thing.
I got
That's
no
just
La
the
Trapp. All
branding.
right, one more. You got 10 seconds.
Achel.
Achel?
Achel.
No. What? No. Chimay.
Okay.
Rochefort. Orval. Mount St. Bernard. Stift Engerzel, Abdu Maria, Tofluch, and Trefontaine.
Achel is not a
You're 11 for
Trappist
12.
brewery
Still, geniuses.
anymore?
When we get back, we're going to find out. We're going to do our photo contest next. From 2SP Brewing, it's What's Brewing.
Whether you're lounging at the beach, exploring the Swarthmore scene, or kicking back in our Linvilla beer garden, Ship Bottom Brewery brings the beach to you. We're thrilled to call LBI our home, where we've crafted award-winning beers perfect for our beloved locals, surfers, and seasonal beach visitors. Our refreshing brews are a year-round beach party, thriving in the summer heat and welcoming chilly winters with open arms. These island beers are perfect for every season and making every sip a mini vacation. Ship Bottom Brewery, where the sun-kissed season never ends and the ice-cold pours are an experience you'll savor long after you've left the island.
Hi, Mom. We're in Bucks County together, and it's exactly what we needed. I can't believe he pulled this off. A surprise getaway to a place that feels refreshing. And it was so easy to get here. We're doing all the things he had planned and things he didn't plan. I'll tell you more about it when we get home. You and Dad need to come. You'd love it here.
Welcome back to What's Brewing. We're at 2SP Brewing today, and not coincidentally, Lew Bryson, myself, and Rog McPherson from Visit DELCO, PA, are all drinking, of course, DELCO Lager. It's a great name,
Fine
and it's a great
lager.
just the identity of DELCO. Rob, I just got to say, I moved to DELCO 37 years ago.
Wow.
And when I moved to DELCO, it wasn't DELCO.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool.
Right.
When did it get cool?
That's a great
When
question.
I moved in?
I think the day after.
There you go.
Yeah. That's a great question. I don't. There's a really cool identity that comes with DELCO. There's an authenticity that comes with sort of being in this community, and we love it. As far as from the hospitality and tourism side of things, I think it lends to a reason to spend time here, spend time with the cool people of Delaware County, and be treated well and accommodated here in Delaware County.
Now they even do TV shows about us.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
TV shows, movies,
Mayor
like all
Easttown,
kinds of
hello,
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
that's us.
Right.
All right,
Right.
we'll get back to you in a second, but
Right.
first, we got to do our photo contest. As everybody knows, Lew and I have been asking people every week to send us a photograph of them with beer in a certain way. This is one of the best ones we've done. I was so delighted
Based on
with
results, absolutely.
Yeah, drinking beer at a famous landmark. I didn't know what we would get. Boy, we usually take 3 winners. We took 5 this week because they were so good.
I thought we were going to get a bunch of pictures of the Rocky statue. I
Me
got to
too.
be honest.
No,
right?
no, Rocky
No.
statue. This is Jim Cathcart at Big Ben drinking a Fuller's London Pride Ale.
Talk about iconic.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
that's not bad. The beer and the landmark. This is Marcia Knepp and her husband. I'm guessing it's her husband. He's not identified. Marcia Knepp is apparently hanging out with this guy. We're not making judgments.
Nope.
At Niagara Falls, she is drinking a Diamonds Are Forever hazy IPA by Counterpart Brewing in Ontario. I've never had it, but when I go back home to Niagara Falls, which is where I grew up, I'll have one.
Yeah.
How about this? Ray Dale Rush going with Peroni at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And by the way, Ray Dale Rush travels the world. He sent a bunch of pictures.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Ray, you're a winner. We'll see you at our party. And 2 of local note, this is, I like this, Fred Reese at Lucy the Elephant. You ever been to Lucy the Elephant down
I've
the
never
shore?
been.
Sure,
Okay.
down Margate, yeah.
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 You been?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure of the beer, but he's got the Yards shirt on, so you are a
Good
winner,
enough.
Fred. And finally, I love this.
That's what really speaks to
and
you.
it's a landmark. Jay Zalewski at Harry the K's gravesite. And Jay wrote, returning from a trip to Maine, I stopped at Rapscallion Brewery. That's in Acton, Maine.
Oh, yeah.
You know it?
I know of it, yeah.
Stopped on the way home from pilgrimage to Harry Callis's gravesite at Laurel Hill East. They've got seats there, as you can see. They got seats from the stadium, and he's sitting there enjoying a beer, honoring Harry the K. So you guys are your winners and invited to our year-end party, which is going to be May the 8th at Puddler's Kitchen and Tap in Bridgeport, and we'll be delighted to see you there.
Yeah, I hope we see you all.
Okay, Rob is with us, and Rob, we spoke last week about all the fun outdoorsy things you can do in the summer in Delco, but if I just want to enjoy a couple of beverages.
Believe it or not, you can do that too in Delco.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or
Can
not.
I?
Yeah. So obviously there's the 2SP where we're at right now, and fabulous place to have a beer. But we've got a variety of other spots as well. In Media, there's Sterling Pig and Iron
Love
Hill, right? Good spots.
Yeah.
In
We did some
Swarthmore,
shows there.
there's Ship Bottom in Swarthmore. You've been there too,
Yeah.
right? In Drexel Hill, there's Artillery. And then if you're going to a Union match, there's Larimer right there in Chester. So it's those are all cool spots. And then obviously last week we're at Four Fingers. So a lot of neat spots all around Delaware County to just kind of hang out and enjoy a beer. It's
And really
a great
good
time of
beer
year
at
for
those-
it.
at those places.
Well, right, and they're crafted with love from local folks, so it's all good stuff.
So, I know I'm a beer guy, but as I like to tell people, I drink wine for fun. What you got wine I can drink for fun?
Absolutely. So, so we've got a couple of really cool traditional sort of vineyard settings here in Delaware County. One out in Chadds Ford called Penn's Woods,
Oh, yeah.
and then another in Glen Mills called the Inn at Grace Winery, which is a really neat spot. place to stay, place to eat. It's a really cool grounds out there. And then you wouldn't be in Delco if you didn't have an urban winery, which is in Essington, John Robert Cellar.
Okay.
And that's a really cool spot where they bring in grapes from all over the world. They make the wine there in Essington,
nice.
and the wines are very tasty. And then finally, there's this cool spot in Broomall called Vino Bambino. And in Vino Bambino, you go in, right? You go in and you taste wines, and they help you make a blend. And then you make a blend, you go back in 9 months when your Bambino is ready.
What?
And you get yourself a bottle of wine.
Really?
It's a great spot.
You design your own wine.
That's right.
And then they make it.
What a great idea.
That's a neat spot.
Yeah.
It's a
Vino
great,
Bambino, I'm headed over there.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Put a group together. It's a good spot.
I love that. Hey, Rob, thanks so much for being our guest
Absolutely.
again. And we're going to crush these Delco lagers.
Oh, heck yeah.
before we
Cheers.
leave. From 2SP Brewing, it's What's Brewing.
Hey Glenn, what brings you into our King of Prussia tap room today?
Well, Andrew, I'm meeting a few friends for a beer before our big event tonight. King of Prussia is the perfect location.
Yes indeed, Conshohocken Brewing's 4 spots are all great for any event. Big plans for tomorrow?
I'm going to enjoy happy hour at the Rec Room in Phoenixville before some rousing games of ping pong and shuffleboard with the family.
Oh, you can't beat the Rec Room when it comes to food and fun for the whole family. How about this weekend?
Saturday, I'm riding my bike along the Schuylkill River Trail before stopping at Conchi Tap Room for some post-ride refreshments.
That's a great idea. Our original Conchi tap room at mile marker 12.5 is the go-to spot for locals, visitors, anybody looking to quench their thirst.
And I've got Sunday covered. We're going to enjoy lunch at Puddler's Kitchen and Tap in Bridgeport, then go outside for a few cold ones at the beer garden, then back in to enjoy the ball game.
What a week! Hitting all of Conshohocken Brewing's unique spots. I'll meet you there for a pint or two.
Cheers.
They say Delco's a lot. A lot of local flavors. A lot of spirits. A lot of arts. A lot of festivals. A lot of history. A lot of nature. A lot of main streets. They say Delco's a lot, and they're right. Learn more at visitdelcopa.com.
Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing with Lew Bryson, and Bob Barrar is back to join us. Bob is the head brewer here at 2SP Brewing in Aston. I'm drinking a Sunday's Hazy IPA. I just love the look of this, and I love the name because I see myself laying back on the porch drinking this, watching a Phillies game on a Sunday.
Right on. Well, it's kind of a cross between a West Coast and an East Coast.
Okay,
So
nice.
it's got a slate haze to it, but it's dominated
Oh,
by
that's
a
a
lot of
nice
those
beer.
West Coast Chinook, Cascade
Like it?
hops. So, yeah,
Good stuff. What about you, Lou? What do you got?
Italian Pilsner. Couldn't resist it. Nice, crisp, a little bit floral.
So what makes it an Italian Pilsner?
It's environment malt. It's the malt comes from Italy.
Oh, well, that would do it.
They malt it
There you go.
environment.
What does the brewer drink?
I'm drinking Delco Lager. It's just it's
Oh,
our
yeah.
kind of our kick
No,
on.
no, I'm I just had last segment.
Right
Love
on.
it, Delco Lager. Okay, I want to ask you this because whenever we do a show with somebody as accomplished as you, people who are watching is like, how did he get started? How did he get from there to here?
Just right place, right time. I was 95, I believe.
Wow.
Brewing. I wasn't even brewing. I was working in construction. We were renovating an old furniture. Actually, it was FX Pot before this, before the furniture making facility. But during Prohibition, they went to furniture in '95.
Oh, Hoth the Brewery.
Hoth Brewery. Yeah, I thought for some reason
Gotcha.
it was
Yeah,
Pot.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so they were converted back to a brewery. The brewer would come through every day, asking me to learn how to brew. I was 24. Really had no direction in life, so I'm like, sure. And I've been brewing ever since. And the
So what was the big break? I mean, you know.
what was the big break? Well, the coolest thing about that was Red Bell had a 10-barrel brew house in the Wells Fargo Center.
I remember
at the
that,
time, it might have been the
sure.
Coors State Center.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, that was awesome. Free tickets to everything was great. But,
Yeah.
kind of saw the writing on the wall there, and I went to Iron Hill, and that was kind of my big break there.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
No, I've followed this guy. I was an unabashed fanboy when I lived here, and I do remember that. You know, I almost blurted it out when you talked about that 10-barrel system they had. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was a Newlands system.
it
It
was.
was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
So what beers influenced you along the way? Like, what were the craft beers that as you're coming up, it's like, that's a really good one? Not that you want to replicate it, but...
No, I got you. Well, when I in the early '90s, I was in my early 20s, and honestly, Yingling was kind of my first go-to.
Sure.
And then it was Victory.
Oh yeah.
A lot of those 96 breweries, Dogfish Head, Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada's great
Brewery's been
stuff.
around longer than that, obviously, but yeah, great beers. Sierra Nevada's probably one of my go-tos all the time.
Okay, very nice. This place is terrific. Your beer is great, and also you guys have some great events. I want to ask you about a couple of those. I love the name of this, Yappy Hour. What's Yappy Hour?
Well, I've never been to that, but you're welcome to bring your dog, and all the dogs hang out. I believe mostly all out on the deck.
Yeah, you got the deck out there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I assume it's friendly because I don't know
Wait,
how
you
my-
clear-
I don't-
you
I
clear
don't- I
out
don't
at
know
that
how my
point?
dog would handle that. That's
And I know you have one coming up in the summer, and I got to say, I'm looking at you, and it would seem to me you might be able to. You got some kind of beer keg powerlifting. What is this?
First of all, I'm not even close to anything that these guys do. It's
That's scary.
beer muscles. It's usually in late August, early September. But yeah, they're literally it's a competition, and these people they're pulling the van with 2,000 pounds of grain in it. They're throwing kegs up over their heads. It's impressive what they do, and they carry them long distances without drop.
Wow.
So there's a powerlifting contest here in August.
Yep.
That is very cool. You make a lot of beers. You make a lot of really good beers. Okay, the DELCO Lager is great. The Up and Away is great. All of your stuff is really good. Is there something that you're proudest of, and maybe it's one of the smaller sellers?
The one you just had recently, that Czech Pils is.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to give the guys here free reign to come up with their own beers, but a lot of the beers that you guys are drinking have been brewed by the other brewers or created by the other brewers. But yeah, the Czech Pils was the last thing that I kind of put together, and pretty proud of that.
Nice. Okay, 2SP Brewing in Aston. Hours. Give us people haven't been here before, and if you haven't been here before, I'm telling you, it's
Get
great.
here.
The beer is great. They got food trucks coming in on a regular basis. Fun events.
The outdoor space.
Monday's 3 to 8. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is 3 to 9.
Okay.
Thursday might be 10. Fridays 3 to 10, and then weekends we're open at 12.
Nice.
I believe Sundays 12 to 8.
Good. Beautiful. Well, Bob, I got to tell you, it's always a pleasure to see you. You really, as somebody who's a little bit involved in the business, I can tell you Bob Barrar is an icon in this market. And as we have learned, kind of lives off Lew Bryson's genius for the quiz, and did okay.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, you let him answer. Here's what you do: you let him answer. You go like, "Yeah, I think that's right." There you go, and you guys got 11 out of 12. Just tone up on your Trappist months.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, thank you everybody for watching today. We will see you next week on What's Brewing.
What's Brewing is brought to you in part by Monco Maker's Passport. Download your free digital pass and sip your way through Montgomery County. By the Conshohocken Brewing Company, featuring 4 locations and available at beer retailers throughout the tri-state area. By Visit Bucks County. Travel the Bucks County Ale Trail. Get your passport at visitbuckscounty.com.
And Ship Bottom Brewery, brewed for the beach and everything else. Locations in Beach Haven, Swarthmore, and Atlan Villa Orchards.